Hi, how y'all doing? It is, what's the date today? Saturday, the 9th of November 2024. Here in Ontario, Canada, skies are blue, not a cloud in the sky. So, different. Considerably big cloud covered. So much. It's not that warm though. I think the high today was like for 9 or something like that. I've been cold all day since I got up in the rise. I slept okay, I guess. New mattress, cheap one. So I should have got a box spring too, right? I'm still not as comfortable as I would have liked to have been. But that's what happens when you broke ass on disability, right? I guess if you don't live on $1,200 a month, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You're probably privileged, according to me, right? So yeah, people on welfare got it worse though. Until the government falls, and then I don't know what's going to happen to us that are on government assistance, right? But I have faith. I do. I'm Big Mama. She's always been there for me. Never let me suffer too much. Right? Yeah. Um, Ascension symptoms. All over the place. Lightheaded, dizzy, spinal, icky sensations, feet, icky sensations, butt, icky sensations, right? Pressure in the head, stuff like that. But it's been worse. So I'm grateful. I am. Schuman's at 12 today. So down quite a bit from the 39 it was yesterday, right? I don't have a lot of energy. I'm making bread. That's about it. Trying to find something to resonate with, but once you're awake, nothing holds. All this 3D stuff that we've been paying attention to our whole life, it has no interest anymore, right? Musicians, music, because we know what they did, right? The performers, shall we call them, right? The terrible deeds that they've done to the little ones and to others. So music kind of doesn't have an appeal. Movies, same thing, right? So what do you do? I think my TV's going on the fritz anyways. It takes me a long time to turn it on in the rise. So looks like if I want to continue watching YouTube on TV, I'm going to have to find another TV, and I'm not buying a smart TV. So I don't want to be spied on. Maybe I'll look at Marketplace on Facebook. Maybe somebody has an old TV for sale. Cheap. That's a option, right? It is. Should save the money though. Like I said, we don't know what's going to happen. But yeah. Um, the energy, I realized it today. It's chaos with the vaxxed, the liberal people that voted liberal, right? Their psyches are snapping. So they're going to want to argue about anything. You know what I mean? So don't react to them. Be like the water and flow around them, right? I made a comment on somebody's post on a group I'm on Facebook, right? It's in where I'm at here around this area. And some woman was complaining that she lives on the lake, okay? Like, if you're from here, you know the rich people live around the lake. They're the only ones that can afford the $1 million homes or more, you know. That's cheap, $1 million. You're lucky if you get one. But she was complaining that somebody on the other side of the lake had put up a Ukraine flag and went back home. It was their cottage, right? The cottages here are like a couple $1 million cottages, you know. They're not little things, shacks in the woods. And she was complaining about it, right? What should I do? And I was reading the comments on it. Some people are like, in a storm, go across and cut it down, call the police, you know, just all this stuff, right? And I was like, unbelievable. And this is supposed to be an awake community, okay? And so me and my big mouth, I was like, uh, don't let it trigger you and go on with your own life. And she come back, or we don't know who it was because it was an anonymous, right? And they came back and said, ooh, you're nasty, or why so nasty, right? And I said, not nasty. It's just that the truth hurts. And they haven't answered, right? It's probably a troll or a bot, you know what I mean? But it's the truth. The only reason it was upsetting them so much is because they were being triggered. You cannot control what other people do, right? So she's acting like a libtard, a liberal, you know? Gotta have it their way and stomp their feet and complain and have a little hissy fit. They want us to give the baby their baba, right? But I speak the truth. So, yeah. And then I was like, oh, note to self, Teresa, don't do that. Don't react. Don't try to help. I know you had good intentions, but don't even try to help because there's no helping these people right now. Their psyche's snapping because they didn't get what the fake Camilla and Biden were preaching at them, were indoctrinating them with, brainwashing them, right? And they're the minority. They are not even the majority of people. So watch out for stuff like that, right? Just stay away from those people. Just don't react. Don't do like I did. Just don't react, right? Just be, it's a thing, but it ain't a thing, right? It's going to get worse. It's going to get more so once more stuff falls down. I told you, it's got to be out of here by 2025, right? We're going into the age of the Aquarius, and there is no going back. All this stuff that all these people have learned in the last 20, 40 years is all bullshit. It's all bad, right? It is about this club, the Libris gang, all of it. It's all going to be stopped, right? And so this is the tearing down of the dark agenda, shall we say, you know, indoctrination, what they've been doing to people for the last 40 years or more. So yeah. Oh, I was watching Young Elder today, and he made a point that resonated with me because there was not supposed to be an election, right? That's what I've been saying in my videos. And he said, what if, because he's not fully president yet, he hasn't been sealed and stamped, right? They have to inaugurate him, I believe is the word. What if all the chaos that's going on from now, and that happens, what, January something? 11, 12th? I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it, right? But what happens if the normies, the sleeple, right, get so chaotic and so much shit ends, like in your day-to-day life, you know, that you're dealing with, the government stuff, which is a lot, right? And they can't handle it, so they'll have a temper tantrum. What if that's what brings a good military out before he gets inaugurated, right? There was kind of an election selection, but he keeps on saying democracy, democracy, right? And that's like, I keep on like, why does he keep saying that? Because that has to go, right? It's just a thought. It resonated with me. It's a reason why the good military had come out, because these people are going to have temper tantrums, right? I think there was another school shooting in the United States, so that's ramping up, right? It would be a dream of mine if people just pull their kids out of the school, their children out of the school. Kids are goats, right? Their children out of the schools. Stop the indoctrination. They have new stuff to learn. They do. So, yeah. What else did I write down? Oh, that's right. Last night, while I was laying down, trying to get to sleep, I tossed and turned for like an hour and a half. A thought came into a voice said to me, I was like, why? I was asking questions, right? Looking for answers. And I was like, why doesn't people know what I know? But we know I told you I'm advanced. I always have been, right? I was labeled that in school, in public school, right? Well, ever since I was like 5. So I was like, well, there's that. And what's the difference between the unvaxxed and the vaxxed, right? And well, they're narcissists, right? That's their most tendency is narcissism. You made me do it. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. And a thought came to my mind. I was like, so why did we wake up and they didn't? And they're still stuck in the dogma. And it was because you're warriors. The ones that didn't get the jab and the ones that opened their eyes and became awake, right? Like, my download was about everything throughout the whole history of not just 100 years, but thousands of years. And I could see all the wrong, all the bad deeds, all the indoctrination. That's why it's so easy for me to forgive people, because I know they were programmed and it's not who they really are or who they were, right? Make any sense to you? So, people like me that speak the truth and are not afraid to put their face on a video or to go out in public and speak to people every day that they're out there and tell them the truth, we're the warriors. Who else would do this but a warrior, right? A warrior for light and love. That's why it's so lonely, you know? Because warriors have to walk alone. You can't have people sway in your judgment, suck in your energy, whatever, right? It is lonely though, because we like to be in a pack. We're pack animals, or kind of thing. Not animals, but you know what I mean, right? So yeah, it's pretty quiet out there today, actually. Traffic, but nobody's out walking around and making noise or any of that stuff, right? My son's he said he'd help me today. Hopefully he keeps his word. Buy me a sheet of plywood so I can put it under my mattress on top of the box spring, right? Maybe that'll help. Well, when we put the mattress on yesterday, he said, your box spring's old, Mom. Right? So I'm hoping that will fix the problem. It's just being too soft. I need something firm so my bones don't sag and stuff like that. I know. Don't know if I'm making sense to you, but I think it'll help. I do. Other than to go out and buy a box spring. But I think we should be saving our money. Although it's worthless. It's fiat. Right? They're just IOUs. Things are going to change. Next month's December. A lot of shit's going to go down between now and then. Between now and the end of December, it's got to go down. Right? Germany's government's folded. Right? They're saying that they're going to want to have an election in January. So, And, what was it? In Canada here, the MPs or whatever are wanting to get Trudeau charged. They're trying to get the police and everything involved. The RCMP is corrupt, right? Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Well, the royal part of it says it all, doesn't it? That's who they work for. So, it's happening. It is. I wonder how you're all handling it. You gotta get away from the old way of life. You do. All right, that's enough. I'm just having a quiet day today. The Ascension symptoms are not an easy thing, especially when you're older. But yeah, and you gotta do it alone. But what's meant to be will be. What's not meant to be won't be. And we are going into the golden age. We're already here. It just has to, I believe, wait till January 2025. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check out with the astrologers and start listening to them. Some of them. I don't pay attention to all of them because I don't resonate with all of them. But I have a couple I do, right? So we'll see how this goes. We will. Oh, I watched a video today too where Trump was an old video when he was announcing. That's what it was. I was talking about the thing, like the World's Fair they're going to have in the United States. And it's going to be for the whole year. And it's because of the 250-year birthday of the U.S., right? And that's what he said. And it's in Iowa, right? And he was saying that people better, there's going to be a lot of tourism because he's inviting people and dignitaries from all around the realm, right? To see what's going on. They're going to have exhibitions from every state in the United States to people to show their wares, stuff like this. Same as I was watching a woman, an MP, and a little short thing on YouTube about, she was talking to the Speaker of the House of Parliament, and everybody else left kind of thing, right? But she didn't stop, right? She had like 20 minutes. And there was one thing she said in there that got me, and she was just saying how corrupt it is and why nothing's been done about it and all this stuff, right? The liberal part and all that, right? Well, they're all corrupt, but was in her writing, she said there's a company that makes a charger, like a battery, that will fit in your bag, in your purse, and it will charge anything. It could be used for military out in the woods, for campers, for anything, free energy, right? And that because they've been charging us for climate change, right? What do they call it? I can't remember the name. Damn it. But that's why the prices are so high and stuff like this, because they've been tacking that on, right? And it's for the slush fund, the green slush fund, right? And that none of the money that's been going in there has been used for any green stuff at all, right? It's just the liberals that are using the money for whatever they choose, right? Billionaire holiday, kind of thing, whatever. And she said, and we have this company that has this incredible invention, and they've shut them down. These people are almost done, right? Because they've been wanting to get their product out to help mankind, but the liberal government won't let them. Carbon tax, that's what it's called, right? So I thought, okay, well, that's free energy right there, right? Little things come out all the time when they're talking. So that's something to look forward to. Interesting. It is. All right. I'm all alone today. Oh well. Gives me time to juvenate. Rest and juvenate. I won't put RE in front of it. Doesn't make sense. It does. It doesn't, I should say. All right. I told you Schuman was at 12. So, yeah. I've been heating up and getting cold and heating up and getting cold. That's all the Ascension symptoms. It is. Stomach issues. Anything that makes you think you're getting sick. That's the Ascension symptom. Okay? All right. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy your night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.